By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is James Robinson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And a Jaguar 1st down.
Got it.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
33 yards on the play.
33 yards that time.
Jaguars.
They run. Robinson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. And that ball is caught by D.J. Chark for the Jags touchdown.
17, D.J. Chark.
D.J. Chark, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
The extra point is...
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
7, Titans, nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill looking here for Smith downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. That's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And the Titans are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
His kick.
And he's able to put it through.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Now Minshew on first and 10. Flushed out right. He'll fire one deep for Red. And that's caught inside the 30. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So first and 10 now from the 30. These two teams all tied after one.
8-7.
Minshew, first and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The ball carrier.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because The receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Tannehill on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry, and that'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Rashad Jones.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
15 yards on the play, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Tannehill throwing again.
Back to Brown, this time complete.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Titans. 48 yards.
Well, the Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's first and goal.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Mix the score, Titans 14, Jaguars 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And Eifert has it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On third down, it's Robinson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Look at Lauren, baby.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
11 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Henry. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A 6-yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. Yeah, great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Their own 6-yard.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Jaguar 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. To the left side here for Eifert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. A couple of 1st downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
On the stop.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Buying time to his left. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Minshew. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run it now with Robinson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score Jaguars 21, Titans 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Took left. So we got man. 47 Mike, 47. Push him back. Left. Chance. Watch the twist.
Tannehill. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Al Woods able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Minshew sets to throw. His throw incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure if you have a big-time pass.
And that's caught inside the 30.
You're going to make everything happen.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to say.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Deep. Shoot! What's the shoot? No.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dwayne Smoot in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
28.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jags, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudens.